All right, now I'm going to work through My Heart Will Go On slowly with the tablature. Please pick it up at the link below. I'm on line 1, pick up to the first measure. We start with a hammer-on with the second finger on the 3rd string. Real nice and pretty. Thumb middle starts it off. And then starting again, ready, go. Then the first finger on the 2nd string and a pull off. Then make a D chord and start on the 3rd string. Then the 1st string open and a pull off on the 2nd string. Here's the first line again slowly. 1, 2, 3. Hammer on. First finger, D chord. 1st string open, pull off. 2nd line, you're making a C chord and you're strumming the 3rd string open. And a hammer on the 4th string, 2nd fret. And to the D chord. And then you go again, hammer on. 1st finger, D chord, open 1 string. Then put your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 2nd string, and you're going to do a slide, starting with your thumb. Okay, so the 2nd finger is on the 2nd string, 2nd fret, and you slide to the 5th fret, and then you add your 3rd finger, and then you 2 strings at one time. And then there's a scale, starting on the 5th string, then the 4th finger on the 4th string 7, then 2nd finger to the 2nd fret 4th string, and then thumb on the open 4th string and a D chord. Okay, so let's look at line 3 again. line 3 real slow. You got your little D chord here. Open, pull off, set the 2 finger and slide to the 5. And then a melodic scale. And then we're ready for pickups to line 4, the first melody. Here is the introduction slowly. No stops. 1, 2, 3. D chord. Open, pull off. Hammer on. D chord. And it repeats. D chord. Set. Forward roll. All right, let's look at the verse now. It begins 2 notes before line 4. The last 2 notes of line 3 is the pickup to the verse, and it'll be lines 4, line 5, line 6, page 2, it's line 7, line 8, line 9, and at the end of the first measure, the melody ends and the chorus begins. So we're starting with 2 note pickup to measure 4. Make sure you get this tab below. Pick up this tab and learn along with us. Mark it with a pencil as you go so you know which fingerings you enjoy best. All right, here we go. Pick up. Hammer on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the same as the very beginning. Go and. Then forward roll. Then bring the second finger to the 4th fret, 4 string. Then a hammer on string 3. Here we go again. Let's do that much again. Pick up to measure line 4. Pick up to line 4. 1, 2, 3. Hammer on. G chord. Second finger. The second finger again. Back to the 3rd string. Hammer on. Then line 5. You got 2 index middle on 1 and 2. Then a D chord. Open G. And there's a slide. Set your second finger on the 2nd fret and then do the slide to the 5. Here's line 5, the first note again. Ready, go. D chord. Open G. Set your second finger, slide. Then drop the 2 to the 4. Hammer on the 3. Open 4. C chord. Hammer on. Open 3. Then a D chord. All right, so what I want you to notice is on line 5, in the 3rd measure, when you put the 2nd finger on the 4 string, or actually, here's line 5 again. So you got the 1 and 2 open, the D chord. Here's the slide to from the 2 fret to the 5. Notice how I keep that finger down so the 5 on the 4 string rings the whole time. Here's that lick. It's still ringing because it's a melody note. Keep all the melody notes ringing long. Here's line 5, the second measure. Then I move it to the 4 and play that strong. Hammer on. Open is strong. Strong hammer on. So what's important is realizing and noticing where the melody notes are, and then the other notes are the accompaniment notes. So play the accompaniment notes softer, more in the background, nice and pretty, echoey. And then the melody notes are sustained long and are played strong. Okay, so let's just start at pickups to line 4 again, and then we're going to continue. 1, 2, pick up to line 4. Here comes the melody, 4. Then hammer on the D. Strong here, strong slide. 4. Hammer on. Make a C chord. Hammer on the 4 string. D chord. Going on. Same thing. Slide. To the 4. Hammer on. D chord. Line 8. Slide. Second finger on the 4 string. Drop to the 4. Hammer on the 3. C chord. Hammer on the 4 string. D chord. All very easy to play. Very easy to play. Shake your wrists out. Keep them nice and loose. Stretch your fingers out. Yeah, you got to really work these fingers. Keep them limber as you get older. They want to stiffen up. Fascia, if it's not stretched, becomes hard and brittle. So stretching lubricates fascia. And when you do this exercise over and over again, you will not grow bumps on your knuckles from arthritis. It prevents arthritis. You got to do this all the time. Here's another exercise I do. I put my hands like this, and when I'm at the stoplight in my car, this is the exercise I do. I press down the thumbs, press down the first fingers, press down the third fingers, press them and hold them. Press down the fourth finger. No, it's the third fingers. Thumbs aren't fingers. And then the pinkies. So when I'm playing early in the morning, I gotta let my fingers start warming up. Warm them up. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna play the verse again, slowly, no stops. Pick up 2 notes before line 4. Here we go, do it. Make sure you pick up the tab below and learn the tab. Learn how to read tab. Memorize the song as you learn it. Keep memorizing it all the time. Mark with a pencil the changes you make so it fits your hands just the way you want it, because you're going to learn it really good by memory, and then someday you're going to keep it in a notebook, and then you're going to stop playing this song for a while because you got so many other great songs to play. And then when you're ready to start playing it again, you don't want to have to sit down and figure out how you used to play it. You go to your tab, start playing it again by memory, and when you forget a little spot, look at the tab, remember it, learn it again, and in 2 weeks you'll have it totally memorized again and you can start playing it again. All right, that's how it works. So you got to know tab and you got to play by memory. Here we go. Pick up to line 4. 1, 2, 3. sound. Hammer on. To the 4. Hammer on. To the D chord. Same melody again. Don't rush it. And we're ready to start the chorus. So you guys may be wondering, you know, I do a lot of my banjo playing without picks, but sometimes I do use picks. But I like playing without picks because there's lots of reasons why. One reason, after a while, you can get pretty strong sounding with it. And I love playing my banjo at parties and get-togethers and stuff. And if I'm using picks and stuff and I'm just cranking it out all the time, really, people don't want to listen to it that much. So I like to play a more melodic, soothing banjo style with melodies and music that people really go, wow, I've never heard the banjo sound like that before. And they really enjoy it. And you can get a lot of pleasure from playing in moderate tempos. And you can play fast too, you know, when you play without picks. But it's just a lot of fun, you know, having the flexibility of not having the picks on, because you can strum and pick and claw hammer and just create your own little menagerie of your banjo technique as time comes along. But we're going to start strumming some chords a little here, and if you're using picks, you'll want to use your third finger to strum upwards on these chords, and they sound really pretty that way. And if you're wanting to play with without picks, you can strum down with your thumb, or you can still use your third finger. So experiment with how you want to strum these chords, and just the goal is make them as pretty as you can and pleasing, bringing out the melody line. So I'm starting on line 9, the second measure. It starts with the E minor chord, and there's a strum. And it's the first melody note of the chorus theme. So here we go. We're making E minor chord. Ready, go. Then I set a D chord, and I don't strum it until I get that D chord set. And you know you're playing good banjo when you can make your banjo speak without your fingers. Make those fingers strong. All right, so let's start again. Here's the chorus. Ready, E minor chord. Set, strum the D chord. Then strings 2 and 3, index middle. Strum. Set an E minor. I missed that. Again. Let's do that again. I missed a note there. Here's the chorus. 1, 2, 3, strum E minor. Set it. Now, index middle. Strum that D. E minor. 2, open. So you got a 2, open, then the 2 finger goes to the 4 fret 4 string. And then, so That's a melody line there. Here's that E minor chord on measure 10, on line 10, the E minor. 2, 0, 4, 0, 4, C chord. The 4 on the 4 string, then the open 4. That's the melody. Know where the melody is. All right, this is the E minor chord, line 10, measure 3. Ready, go. In my tab, I have a curved slur line showing the backward roll. So you have forward rolls happening that are always like thumb, index, middle, and you're familiar with those, thumb, index, middle. But then I strategically place some backwards rolls that are middle, index, thumb, and there's a line there that you'll see. And that just helps remind you that, hey, it's a backwards roll. And it really adds a nice texture to the banjo flow. All right, so let's just go back to the beginning of the chorus again so we can just hear it all as it's happening. Here's the E minor at the second measure of line 9. Ready, go. Set the D. 3-0. Strong. E minor. Here's a melody. 4-0-4-2. The 4. D chord. Line 12. Continuing the melody. The E minor chord. D, 3, 1, 2, D chord. Now, with the third finger, hit the second fret and index middle on 1 and 2 string, E minor. Then the two finger on the 3 fret. And then the 4, second finger to the 4 fret, 4 string. Hammer on, index middle on 1 and 2 string, and a strum on the 4. On the D, I mean. Strum on the D string. And then you can, you do this little, coming up next is the transition to the end, or what do they call it? I don't know. The interlude. Okay, so here's the chorus again. Let's go back to the chorus. Line 9, second measure, the E minor chord. Ready, go. E minor. Strong, echo. Strong. Strong. Background. Strong. To the 4, D chord. Strum E minor. Set your D chord. The 3 on the 2 string. Zero, 2, E minor. Hammer. All right, this is the ending. It's also like the introduction, and it's like a vamp. And then if you want to, at the end of line 15, you can repeat back to the melody on page 1, and you can do it some more, and you can improvise and change it up. Or you can just play it one time through and end at the very end. All right, so I am on line 14, page 3, and I'm playing the 2 last notes of the first measure and pick up to the second measure, and that's the ending. So here we go. It's a hammer-on. It's exactly like the beginning, so it's the same stuff. 1, 2, 3. D chord, middle finger, slide 2 to the 5. Then a little pause, and now my first finger is on the 3rd string. I slide it to the 5th fret, and the last 5 notes are ready to go, starting with the middle finger. Whenever you need finger patterns, I've written them in basically through this tab, and you can change them or write them in, but make sure you know the finger pattern that is most comfortable for you and most logical to use. The ones where I have a strong opinion, I write those in. A lot of them are just they're just given like thumb, index, middle. If it's just a regular predictable pattern, I don't put in the finger patterns. Okay, if you ever have a question about a finger pattern, you can always email me at my happybanjoteacher@gmail.com and ask me questions. I have a lot of students who write me and ask me questions, and I'll answer them for you. Okay, here is the ending again. Starting on line 14, page 3, the last 2 notes of the first measure. 1, 2, 3. Set. Set. My famous rule that I've used with my students my entire career, teaching orchestra and banjo students and stuff, is always set the note before you play it. Set the note before you play it. Set the note before you play it. And then keep a steady tempo. Keep the notes spaced. Don't let your notes come close together. Keep a steady tempo. Keep your notes spaced apart. As we learn it, we think, oh, I know it better. And we go and we start rushing and we push the notes together and it sounds horrible. Just practice enjoying slow motion Tai Chi banjo. Okay, and then the speed comes and it comes, and as you learn it, then you can speed it up really fast. Yeah, think of Tai Chi banjo. That's what you want to do. Here's the ending one more time. Ready? Pick up to the second measure of line 14. 1, 2, 3. Set. Set that first finger. All right, to conclude this video, let's go through My Heart Will Go On in slow motion without any stops. And I like what I was saying earlier. Slow motion Tai Chi is the way to go. Let me show you guys something. This is something I learned the other day. To get the right posture, put your hands out flat, bring them to your shoulder, lift your arms up high in the sky, and then bring your arms down. And notice how much taller your torso is. My goodness, this is the correct posture for playing any instrument. So do that again. Pretend like you're just relaxing, you're sitting down. All right, put your hands flat, bring them up, stretch straight up to the sky, bring them down to your sides, and notice how much taller you are. That's an amazing little trick right there. I love that. Okay, here we go. $50 for that lesson, please. Thank you very much. All right, let's go through My Heart Will Go On. No stops from the very beginning. Page 1. 1, 2, 3.